Hello and welcome back, guys, to WoTW Wednesdays. Today with me, PC 10194. Today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at one of my new vehicles I recently purchased in WoTW, and this is the 112. It's a Chinese Tier 8 premium tank. And this is what my first ace game in this vehicle, so I thought I will show you guys it. So yeah, let's get into the video, guys, and we'll talk about the tanks, good bits and bad bits. And guys, if you want, I will be making a full tank review if you guys wish. But let's just get started in some of this gameplay. Yeah, so as you can see, we're starting off, ladies and gentlemen. There is some graphical enhancements, if you can't tell. I'm going to see the maximum kind of graphics I can put on World of Tanks on my computer, guys. As you can see, it does look quite nice at the moment. In my opinion, it does anyway. But anyway, let's just get on track, guys. A rundown on the vehicle. It's got great frontal armor, being 120mm on the front, with I believe it's 240 turret armor. I might be wrong. So basically, frontally, as long as you don't hit the upper plate and the commander's hatch, there are quite large weak spots. You are going to bounce the same tier and probably the tier higher, unless it's a tank destroyer, and or unless they're shooting down on you. That means if they're shooting on a higher elevation than you, say for a hill, you're at the bottom of the hill and then a vehicle's on the top, they have more chances of hitting you. Side armor's pretty weak, however you do get a whopping nice bit of spaced armor. Not because it's not Russian, it's not overpowered as shit. You don't get some like really crazy zones of armor. So, as you can see, my first shot of heat goes into the M103. Penetrate him for a whopping 388. That's 2 damage off my low roll. Also to him, you might want to know, it being a Chinese vehicle, it doesn't have much gun depression, but it is capable of going hold down in some situations. This is one of them, guys. So I'm going to use the uber great turret armor. Well, it's great unless you don't show people your side, and now I'm getting shot from the opposite flank. However, I did put in a nice high roll on the IS3 of 416. So if we just talk about the this tank as well a bit more while I'm shooting this Tiger 1 and T29 on the opposite flank. See the Tiger 1, this is going to be a penetrating hit, you can tell. Aiming it, letting it aim, track. So unfortunate. So you get AP and heat being the premium ammo on this vehicle. So it's basically a 122mm gun that's on the KV85 kind of thing, with better statistics, obviously being tier 8. You get 175 on AP, exactly the same as tier 6 KV85. However, you get heat ammo, which is also unfortunate not to get the kill on that Tiger 1. However, you get heat ammo, which gives you 250mm of armor. That does allow you to go head to head with heavily armored tier 9 heavy tanks, such as the E75. I'm now fired AP at that M103, never gonna pen, just thought I'll snapshot him. Now I see a Leopard prototype on my rear, on my side rather, trying to flank and get a little cheeky shot off. Luckily, my turret was angled enough towards him that it bounced. He can bounce. This armor is very bouncy in the front, not so much as side, as you can already see. So I'm already lost nearly 600 hit points, so I have to try to conserve my hit points. So I'll go for a new angle. I see the lever and big German sight armor of a tank. I penetrate him for 359, slight low roll, but I get the heck out of here. Also, guys, I forgot to mention about the speed of the tank. It is pretty quick for a heavy tank. It plays quite like a medium in some regards with its speed. Don't know what that Leopard prototype was thinking. I just punished him and did 4 134, going for another shot. Then I decide to look round. I get tracked by the STA 1, and I've decided to repair because I don't know his reload. So I'm up to, I believe it's nearly 1600 damage or a bit more. I can't tell because of the things in front. So as you can see, I'm looking at this IS3. And I can see that no one's going in the cap. Unfortunately, I get penetrated on the side. This is, if I didn't do this, guys, no one else would have. So, like, by game, basically, my teammates basically should be thanking me for flipping doing this. No one else looked like they was going to go for the cap circle. And then, as you can see, this is where my armor's going to hold up. I'm bouncing, luckily, from the side. I get penetrated once more. Moving up. T-34 luckily hits my spaced armor or my tracks. And the shot doesn't penetrate. I'm now bouncing vehicles that can't even see me. I'm keeping my gun aimed on where I believe them to be. There's a T-34. Shouldn't really be turning my turret in this situation. Just in case I'm still spotted and they could snipe me in the side. Now, the enemies on the hill are spotted. I'm looking for this T-29. What a bad shot. And now, disaster. I'm on 34 hit points. So now I'm having to tank, and the 112, you can rely on its armor, especially in these distances. They're having to shoot down on me, but not at a crazy angle. But my lower plate is at a really good angle, and maybe I'll be able to bounce them. It wasn't really, I had to do to get in the cap and play quite aggressive. Unfortunately, I bounced off that T-29. Must have hit his upper plate at such an angle. AG did nothing to my armor, luckily. And so I'm in the cap. I had to go in the cap because the guy would have just capped and won. So my team's now in the lead again. I only done 2k damage so far. CDIS. Penetrate him for a high roll of 397 damage. Keeping my frontal armor to these medium tanks. And then, as you can see, I zoomed out using one of the benefits of Quickie Baby's mod pack, zoom out mod. Now I'm angling my tank a little bit, hopefully not too much. I'm trying to get a nice snapshot on the STA1. Now, as I think the STA1 isn't interested in me and has got his own problems by the tank on top, I think I'll go for the T-34. I see a side shot on him and I penetrate him for a whopping 357. And my team does a little bit of damage too to him. Now, this is a really disastrous thing. I'm trying to turn my tank around and get frontal armor, and luckily I do. So now it's really in the bag, but if I didn't hang on, my team would have probably won. But I'm getting to do a lot more damage. I managed to do nearly 1500 extra damage, guys. So I'm going to progress to the ISU 152. This tank is really fun. Well saved. I have no idea what you meant by that, but still. If we just have a look at the chat. Oh yeah, I don't remember how to do that, but still. If we have a look at this ISU 152, you can kind of get a sense of the speed. With a broken engine, it's pretty slow. And that's the end of the battle, guys. So let's have a look at the after battle report. Just have a look though, guys, at the sheer amount of shots that my tank had to take. And it did a really good job, and it enabled me to do nearly 3,500 damage. And so let's just get into the after battle reports, guys. What a beast of a tank the 112 is. So guys, as you can see, I got an Mastery Ace badge, guys, with Confederate and 2 other decent medals, guys. Top on experience and top on damage, and I made a whopping, with a premium count, nearly 100k credits. So I showed you guys what the 112 is good for, guys. I fully recommend having a look at other footage
of the 112 on other people's channels to get all the positive and negative feedback that this tank gets. However, in my opinion, I think this tank is definitely worth the money. It is my favourite tier 8 premium tank. Um, that I'm only comparing that to two others, the Lerva and the T34. So in my opinion, the 112 is a lot better tank than those two. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. But now, for now, guys, I'm out. See you guys later. Bye.